The easiest way to make $10,000 a month for someone who knows nothing about business, who's just starting out, who doesn't have a lot of experience, this is how you do it. You go work for somebody who's in a startup. I know you might be thinking, startup? How's that gonna get me to $10,000 a month? How? Let me tell you how right now. When you work for a startup, you have a CEO, the visionary, who has the vision of the business, and he's putting up all the capital for you to get your MBA in business. See, life lessons teach you way more than school could ever teach you. And when you go in a startup, you have to be a person that has multiple hats. So when you learn it from the CEO, he's putting you in multiple positions, and all you got to tell him is that I want that position, I want that position, I want that position. And as a CEO in a startup, a scrappy business, he's going to give you those opportunities. He's going to train you on marketing. He's going to train you on Facebook ads. He's going to train you on Google ads. Because why? In a small startup, you got to learn multiple positions. It's called slashes. I'm marketing / operations, operations / sales, sales / business development, right? Because you're a small business, so you need as many hands in the pot as possible to keep your business moving forward, so you can be scrappy and try to save on costs and cut costs on certain things. So the more valuable you are to a company, the more they're gonna want you around, the more they're gonna want to pour into you, the more they're gonna want to teach you. And once you get that skill set, now you learn it, and now you can take that same information and reteach it to others. Because now that person taught you, you learned on their dime. So once you learn that information, you can now reteach it to others, because you just got an MBA in business strategy and marketing, all from the CEO. So he's gonna pay for your schooling. Everybody thinking you gotta go to these Ivy League schools and all this. You ain't gotta go to none of that. Go to the startup. Go to a couple startups, and I tell you, you'll learn anything you need to know about business just like that, okay? So once you start that, you take the information, you extract it out of your mind, and then you figure out step by step on how to do that one thing. Once you figure out how to do that one thing, you package it up in a way where people will want to pay you for that one thing. So let's say that that same person worked for a marketing agency, Facebook ads. Let's just say that. You came into the business, came on as an intern for Facebook ads. Then you learned the game, and then you tell them like, hey, I want to elevate even more. They say, fine. Say, I want more activity. I want more responsibility. What you think a startup gonna say? Give it to them. Boom, you get in there. Now you're learning. You're making mistakes, but you're learning on their dime. You're making mistakes on their dime. And then once you figured it out, now you're making money. All of a sudden, you're making $5,000 a month for the company, $10,000 a month for the company. And all of a sudden, you're making $15,000 a month for the company, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month for the company. But they're showing you, they're teaching you. You come to them and say, hey, you mind if you put me in this program? I found this program. Can you buy this program for me? This is mastermind. Can you get this mastermind for me? And he put you through all this training. Why? Because you're helping the company. Now, as you're helping the company, you say, well, I figured it out. I'm good to go. Now you depart from the company, and then you go back to the company and say, hey, do you mind doing a rev share deal with me? I would love to continue the work and support of the company. Can we do a rev share deal? I'll spend my own money, but I'll sell your product. You already know how to sell the product because he taught you how to sell the product. And he don't want to get rid of you because you made him $50,000 a month. So now you come back to that same CEO and you say, hey, Mr. CEO, let's do a partnership deal. And I'm going to continuously spend my money, but I'm going to sell your product. And for the CEO, it's a win-win for him. He don't got to pay you salary. You're going to spend your money, and then you do the affiliate deal. And now you're making $10,000 a month, and you do that for multiple people, and that's how you make the money. You take that $50,000, now you're scaling it up, you take it to $100,000, you get 10% of that money. That's $10,000 a month. I can not only scale your business to $100,000 a month, but I'm gonna show you how I did it so you can do it for yourself. Does that make sense to you? And once you have that framework, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps on how you made $100,000 as a partner with this company, and you teach other people for them to pay you $5,000 to $10,000. Simpler than when you think. So now all you gotta do is figure out what you wanna do. Now that's just one way. You can go to a company and learn everything. You might wanna take a program and learn everything. And you might wanna go to people and say, hey, You have a business, I have a skill set. I will help you with what you have going on. This is my track record. I took a company to $50,000 a month in revenue or $100,000 a month in revenue. I will work with you for the first 30 days for free. And all I want is 3 referrals and 1 testimonial from you. And in the next 30 days, if you don't like my service and the results I got you, you don't have to pay me nothing. If after 30 days you love what I did for you, then you can pay me my fee of $5K, and then the next month for $5K, you have $10,000 right there. And then you do month-to-month contract, and now they paying you $5,000 a month. But guess what? You still got 3 more people to reach out to. And if Jim is his best friend and he knows that you just did a great job for Jim, and you now show that person that testimony and say, hey, this is what I did for Jim, do the same deal with him. Give me 3 referrals and 1 testimonial. And I do your first month. And if you don't like what I did and my results in the first month, you don't have to pay me anything. But if you like it, then you pay me for the month, and then you pay me for the next month, and then we can do month-to-month contract. Is that a deal? You come in, you build my business, and I ain't gotta pay you unless I like what you did? How many of you guys would do that? It's an easy thing to do. So now that you have that framework, I want you to go out there and go find somebody. If you're a beginning entrepreneur, if you're somebody who's trying to figure out a side hustle, if you're somebody who want to be your own boss, these are the strategies you can do right now to start making money. So get out there and go make your $10,000 a month and package it in a program where you can make money in your sleep. You do it one time and get paid for a lifetime. So comment below, let me know your thoughts on this video. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, let me know. Thumbs up and hit the subscribe button.